think the term that that I've kind of come up with that I really feel like works is future throwback soul. You know, if I was going to have to put it in a little phrase, you know, just because it just is literally, you know, exactly what it says. You know, it's the music I make is definitely always has soul at the core. You know, and it's something that when I write from a very honest place and hopefully a very relatable place. And you know, in terms of where it is musically, you know, it's definitely inspired by music from the past and the things that I've been influenced by and inspired by. But you know, I really want my music to feel of its time, and even, you know, a little futuristic. And you know, I'm not, although there are many artists who pull it off very well, I don't want to be an artist who's retro or old school. You know, I really want to feel like I'm of my time, and so just drawing on the things that I love about music and packaging that in my own way. So I guess it depends really, because I think when some people say soul, you know, they think of a sound and they think of a very specific sound and of a certain time. And for me, I kind of get that, but I really just try and, you know, soul for me is just writing from, you know, from a really honest place and expressing emotion and, you know, kind of things that people can relate to, you know, things that experiences that people have been through and things that I've been through, but you know, that everybody kind of has experienced. And I think just having passion, you know, and being passionate about what you're communicating. Yeah, so, you know, I don't know if I would even break it down to, you know, specific instruments or sounds or elements. I think it's just, you know, definitely the voice, just the feeling, you know, and the chords. And I think you can take it wherever you want beyond that. Well, Damon was someone I met when I just moved to London, and I was in London and I was just wanted to be seen and heard and try and get people to listen to my music. So I would be at every open mic night, every showcase, you know, I used to do these underground kind of soul jams and things like that. And I just was doing that for a good few months, and at one of the events I happened to bump into his wife, who was in the audience, and we got introduced, and she really loved what I was doing. And then a couple of weeks later I had a call to say that Damon would love to meet me and go to the studio. So, you know, so I was kind of like a little bit baffled in a way, because if someone had asked me at that time, who do you think would be the person to be championing what you're doing, you know, at this stage in your career, I wouldn't have said Damon Albarn. But you know, again, it's the same thing. You know, after we met and connected, he's a musician's musician. You know, he knows good music, and he kind of just doesn't overthink things. And you know, I found that working in the studio with him, that's one thing I learned. You know, just to kind of not dissect what you're doing so much, just kind of let it out and just live with it. And so yeah, again, we just connected, I think, on a musical level, and being part of the Gorillaz, you know, it was a great experience for me. You know, and it was my first music video, my first world tour, my first whole round in the music industry. So had an amazing run.